to go over. Right here, we've got the Forte tree, where Forte interacting with this particular obstacle would burn the tree down, so you can kind of hop over and keep going back in layer 3 to get to this secret area, because 4B is heading to that little secret spot. We've got the base clef for this area, the base clef, or C clef, excuse me, for this area, and the one for layer 3. This area is pretty open as well, because the point is just to keep advancing towards that special spot in the corner of the map. Because if you were to keep going, you get to this little area where you can see layer 3, layer 4, and here's layer 5B. And all that it is just this grave here with Cress's symbol. It's kind of like this sun-shaped symbol and a little flower pot. So the idea is that if you were to backtrack all the way back from this point, and you would bring Cress and maybe a flower item to put at the grave, a zombie hand would kind of pop out and give you a special spell or a super strong spell. I wanted to make sure that the backtracking wasn't always so cut and dry. I don't want you to backtrack all the way through the level just to find a chest and be like, oh, fun, that's what I did all of that for. So the idea is that you would have to get an item in the tower, bring back all of these characters, come all the way back, and then it would be worth it because you get this special super strong spell from our crazy hand here. So the only screen that we didn't go over is 5A, because I wanted to make sure that I got the tower just right. And so everybody can see our tower now. Here we go. This is the concept art for our tower. I tried to make it asymmetrical going up to the top of the tower, kind of topsy-turvy and lots of twists and turns and overlapping pieces. It's based off of a Neo-Gothic tower and Neo-Gothic castles, so in case you need some sort of hint as to where that came from. In the back you can see we've got our trees from our haunted forest, and the moon's present as well. There's this weird twisted fence all along the bottom, so in layer 5A, when Arya exits the test level, she'll see this big gigantic iron gate, and that'll lead her to the tower. But this is going to be what our tower looks like. And I'll upload a still print of this to the Skype page so everybody can look at it if they need to. We've got kind of like this weird swamp mire in the background, and then like a marshy area back here and back here. You can see the fence kind of continue back there. So last thing before I get off for the day, I wanted to make sure that everybody was caught up on everybody's different symbols. This is a page that's also loaded to the team Skype. And it's just a page with all the different symbols and what they do. So Arya, being our main character, is our singer, and she can flip back and forth between layers. That's because she's got the movable clef, or the C clef, and she can move between the different layers. Over here we've got Brio. So this is the one where he can manipulate the environment and move the platforms up and down. He can do spells that impact platforms or something like that, and move those around. Forte is like the Forte tree, where the tree got burned down, can affect obstacles and doors, so anything with the Forte symbol would be an obstacle that you have to get out of the way. And then the Cress symbol. Cress affects enemies, which isn't something that I was able to show in the test level, but we did get to see his symbol on the gravestone, which is this little sun symbol. For Pianist, it means to kind of let off the pedal, or to not press on the pedal, and he'll affect enemies, so enemies with that special symbol will be able to be affected by his spells, and he might have